The Toronto Raptors lose a slugfest against the Los Angeles Clippers, 121-117 in overtime at Scotiabank Arena. And damn it, I wanted this one bad. I wanted this one really, really, really badly.
This is completely BS. This is shame. Shame for the referees, shame for the league to allow this. What's happening over here during whole season, I've been calling it back. It's a complete crap.
I really wanted this one, man. I'm not sure if you guys saw this game. It was a good game. It was a bit of a slugfest. Back and forth, the Raptors were, doing well earlier on in this game compared to what we saw in the second half and later on in overtime. But before we get there, let's start here. Okay, so out of the lineup today, Quickly is still out with a back injury. Battle is out with an ankle injury. Jacoby Walter is still out with a hip injury. Barrett, he's still out with an ankle injury, and Pirtle still out with the back injury. I have no update on Pirtle. I don't know what's going on with him. Kawhi Leonard out of this game as well. No Bogdanovich, no Derek Jones, and obviously no Bradley Beal. Now to start for the Toronto Raptors in this one, Jamal Shead, Agbaji, Ingram, Barnes, and Colin Murray-Boyles. Now, this is the 16th different lineup or starting lineup for the Toronto Raptors this season. So we get into the first quarter, and the Raptors jump out to a pretty damn good lead. Okay. They knock down a couple threes. They're getting out into transition, and it's an 11-4 ball game with 8:23 to go in the first quarter for the Toronto Raptors. One-on-one defense is looking good early on. Raptors end up going on an 11-0 run with 5:53 remaining in that first quarter. And the fast break points. Isn't this something that we always discuss? Fast break points. Raptors got to get out with the what? With the horses. Now, the Clippers are the oldest team in the NBA. One of the worst fast break teams in the league as well, by the way. So, you got grandpas out there. Well, not exactly, but if you can get out there and push the ball, especially when you're a league leader in that, that's probably what you want to do. And I just mentioned 10-3 Raptors fast break points with 4:11 to go in that first quarter. And Elijah Martin comes in, drills a three. He has 5 points with 1:08 remaining in that first quarter. And he looked good. He had some confidence early on. The Raptors go up 32-24, 8-point lead after one. And the Raptors are 4 of 8 from the field in this one. And, to me, the Clippers came out pretty sluggish early on. They all looked kind of tired. I'm like, oh, boy, maybe the Raptors are going to run away with this thing. And by run away, I'm talking about, keep it in a close game, but keep the lead. We'll go there in just a second. Mamu, by the way, Mamu came back. So he was back in the lineup. And overall in this game, I thought he played pretty well. 22 minutes, 13 points, 6 of 9 from the field. 0 of 3 from three-point range, but 101 from the free throw line, 1 assist, only 1 turnover, gave you 2 rebounds as well. Good to have him back in the lineup because you did need him down the stretch. And Elijah Martin, I did tell you that he was out there looking pretty good, decent early on, but picked up his third foul really early in this game. And Gradey was out there hustling. And so, remember we talked about last game, Gradey Dick possibly carrying over what happened for him after coming off that 21-point, 11-rebound game. Gradey Dick had 27 minutes in this game, 15 points, 6 of 10 from the field, 3 of 6 from three-point range with 7 rebounds and 1 assist. And so overall, he still did look pretty decent in this game, which is a good sign considering how he's looked over like the last 10, 15, 20 games, whatever you want to call it. But he did play decent again today. We'll give him credit where it is due. But Gradey was out there hustling and doing other things besides scoring, getting to loose balls, playing some defense out there. So that was a good sign as well. Now, Colin Murray-Boyles and Scottie. One thing that I saw about them that annoys me a little bit is that these guys are, whoever's breaking down the paint, whether it's or getting to the paint, Jamal Shead, even when Quickly's in the game, and he may do it sometimes and the ball gets dumped off to Calamari Boyles in that dunker spot and he can go up, but he pump fakes 4 or 5 times and then dishes it back out. We don't always want to see Calamari Boyles dish the damn ball back out to the perimeter, especially when there's 5 seconds left on a shot clock. You got to try to make something happen for yourself and be creative underneath that basket. Either you're going to go up strong or you're going to try to bait the defense in, still go up strong and try to get to the free throw line. But you don't always have the option to pass the ball out every single time because there are times where you have a good look. And I'm talking about CMB and he's kicking the ball back out to the perimeter. We can't not have that all the time. And I'm seeing Scottie Barnes catch the ball in the paint below the free throw line. He has a chance to go one-on-one and he's being passive and kicking it back out. I don't want to see you kicking it back out and being passive all the time. I want to see you use your back and go to the basket, turn face up, shoot the little jump shot, put the ball on the floor, get to the rim, take it strong, get to the free throw line, but I don't want to see you being passive. Like, I don't want to see you pass the ball up to Agbaji for a 3 at the end of the shot clock. That ain't what we're looking for here. We want to see you be aggressive. And speaking of Scottie Barnes in this game, 40 minutes, 24 points, 9 of 21 from the field, 0 of 4 from three-point range, 6 of 7 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, gave you 3 turnovers as well. But overall, didn't look too bad in this game, but still want to see him be a little bit more aggressive. Now, the Raptors had 2 fast break points in the second quarter with 3:15 remaining. The lead was cut down to 5, 48-43. Agbaji made 2 made threes for the first time he's done that in back-to-back games this season. That's alarming to me. But going into that third quarter, Raptors were up 61-52 at halftime. Raptors did lead the rebounding battle 24-17. They were shooting 50% from the field as well, 23 of 40. And to start that third quarter, defensive breakdowns. Clippers. Remember I told you what the score was? Raptors were up 61-52 going into halftime. Well, with 9:04, we're talking about less than 3 minutes into that third quarter. The Raptors are down by 1, 64-53. Raptors, 4 turnovers in the first 3.5 minutes with 8:30 remaining in that third quarter. Now, Jamal Shead, second career double-double, first of the season, with 6:30 remaining in that first quarter. He had 15 points and 10 rebounds at that time. Wish I can drop a bomb for you, Jamal, but you know I can't do that when the Raptors lose. 39 minutes in this one, 15 points, 4 of 11 from the field, 5 of 6 from the free throw line, 2 of 6 from three-point range, 4 rebounds, 13 assists, 1 steal, 3 turnovers in this game. Jamal Shead played a really damn good game in this one. And, you know, just seeing the way that he plays, the way that he's improving, the impact that he's making on both ends of the floor. I mean, Jamal Shead is definitely something special. I think we knew he was going to be a decent player, but I don't know if we actually thought he was going to be this good this early. I will say that. Now, one thing I did realize in that third quarter was that the Clippers were a lot more physical. They were a lot more physical coming out in that third quarter defensively. And they were putting a body on the Raptors. And I mentioned to you, good having Mamu back in that lineup, 11 points in 13 minutes at that point in the third quarter. And then back-to-back threes from Gradey Dick. Second time he's dived for a loose ball, pushes the ball up to Agbaji, gets fouled in transition, goes to the line to knock down a free throw. And, you know, then Gradey finishes in transition, 10 points at that time with 1:08 remaining in that third Q. And the Raptors were up 89-78 after the third quarter. Get to the fourth. Clippers, once again, you see, you got to be so careful with how you start these quarters. Second time I've mentioned that to you right now. Clippers start the quarter on a 9-0 run. On a 9-0 run. Again.
What's happening over here during whole season, I've been calling it back. It's a complete crap.
You got to stop those runs at the beginning of quarters. Easier said than done. But you understand where I'm going here. Now, one part that I did like about Scottie Barnes, because what did I mention earlier on in the show? Sometimes you want to see Scottie Barnes be a little bit more selfish because he has the ability to score. He's strong, he's tough, and he's hard to stop at the rim. And so there was a possession where Scottie Barnes had the ball, free throw line extended. He was actually right above the break. And I can't remember who was down there, either Colin Murray, Boyles, or Mamu, or whoever. And he just waved, get the hell out the way. And he went one-on-one, gets to the free throw line, knocks down a pair. But sometimes if you're Scottie or Brandon Ingram, that's really what you got to do, especially Scottie, because the strength that he has, like I just mentioned, going to the basket, he's tough to stop. He's tough to stop. And sometimes you need some selfishness, especially when the team is struggling offensively and you go on those offensive droughts, which there was an offensive drought a few times in this game. And we've talked about that over and over in these episodes. That's something you got to try to figure out. You got to try to figure out how to stop those offensive droughts. And a part of it is Scottie Barnes saying, give me the ball and get the hell out my way. I'm getting to the free throw line here and breaking those runs. Now, Shead subbed out to start the fourth quarter, comes back in and immediately impactful on both ends of the court. Gradey ends up going coast to coast, transition alley-oop to Brandon Ingram. You ever watch Brandon Ingram sometimes and you see him taking some of these fadeaways and you wonder, how the hell does he make some of these shots? No, like seriously, like when he fades away, he really fades away. And sometimes I'm like, there's no way he's make splash. I'm just like, how does he make some of these? Seriously. And then Shead, once again, picks up a foul from the Clippers by fighting over screens. And he's damn near mastered this at this point. Getting them to pick up those offensive fouls, fighting over those screens. Beautiful thing to watch. He picks up at least like 2 of them a game at this point. And Jamal, the last possession of this game, there's about 19 seconds left. The game is tied 109-109. And Jamal Shead is matched up against one James Harden. And he does a masterful job on James Harden to get him to launch up a bad shot. And the game is tied, going 109-109, heading into overtime. But overall, I want to talk about James Harden for just a little bit because he was the one who was the game changer. He was the one who was the difference maker down the stretch. And I'm going to get into overtime in just a second, but let's talk about James Harden for a second. Shot just 10 of 27 from the field in 42 minutes, but he gave you 31 points. He was 2 of 15. 2 of 15 from three-point range. 9 of 10 from the free throw line. That's very important. 2 rebounds, 10 assists, gave you 4 turnovers, gave you a steal and a block. But down the stretch, making these shots in clutch time, that was the difference down the stretch. You see, James Harden has a nasty, nasty handle on him. And it's tough to stay in front of him. And he can bait you and get himself to the free throw line. He'll pull up from mid-range. He'll get to the basket. He's very shifty. He's a very good passer. And overall, I can't fault the job that the Raptors even did on him. Now, you can throw that double team at him and keep other guys open, but at some point, you got to gamble with accountability and play him one-on-one straight up. And the Raptors did that, and damn it, he's tough to stop. He just made some flat-out tough shots down the stretch. He was the difference maker down the stretch. There was a guy on the LA Clippers named James Harden. You can put the ball in his hands and say, take me home.
You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
That is the truth. I'm telling you, watch this game and watch it down the stretch. ending the fourth quarter, going into overtime. James Harden is an animal. He's an animal. He's just nifty, crafty, tough to stop, savvy veteran, Hall of Famer. He's one of those guys. He's one of those. He's nasty.
I would like for you to answer the question.
Okay, it's very simple to answer.
That's why I asked it.
It's very simple to. You're a nasty person, I'll tell you what.
And I'm talking nasty, like the dude can just flat out put you to bed with his dribbling. Now, when you go into the box score and you look at the 10 of 27 and the 2 for 15, trust me, I'm telling you, don't pay attention to that. Don't pay attention to that. Use the eye test. Use the eye test. Watch the end of this, Raps in 30, whatever. Go watch it on, see your clips on the internet, whatever it is. But I'm telling you, James Harden down the stretch was the difference maker in this game. And boy, is he something special to watch. And the Raptors now head to LA. They're going on the road. They play the Lakers Sunday night. In this game, let's get to some team stats before we get out of here. Raptors shoot 42 of 87 from the field, 48%. Clippers shoot 41 for 79, 52% from the field in this game. So the Raptors get 8 more shot attempts than the Clippers in this game. 3-point attempts are pretty even in this one, tied with rebounding. Let me see what the fast break points are in this one. 10-point lead, 23-13 Raptors advantage. Points in the paint, Clippers advantage by 4, 52-48. This game was a bit of a slobber knocker. Like this was a fight in this one. The Raptors just could not pull this one out. Couldn't pull it out. Good effort, though. Good effort. You always want to win, but I'm happy they put up a fight in this one, even though they lost. Good effort, but what are you going to do? You have no time to complain. You got to get on a flight and head to LA. At MikeRoach7 on IG, at MikeRoach23 on X. Make sure you follow, like, and subscribe. Share the Mike Roach Show. Until next time. And before I get out of here, I got to mention one thing. So remember a few weeks ago, maybe even like a week and a half ago, I was telling you guys about shows. Can you guys remind me about shows? I just finished one called His and Hers on Netflix, and it was a limited series. It's only 6 episodes. Guys, I promise you should go watch that. If you have not seen that show yet on Netflix, it's brand new. It just came out, I believe, on January 8th. That was good. 6 episodes. Really, really good. I don't recommend bad shows. I promise you. I promise you. And I did ask you guys for shows. Can you update me, please, on shows? Update me on shows. This is important. It's winter. There's a lot of snow out there. And, I'm looking for something. But anyway, until the next time, this is the Mike Roach Show. I will be back again soon. Peace. And I'm out.